I can't do the thing. I can't like keep both phones on my head. Oh fuck, that's loud.
That was really loud.
Can you turn that joint down a bit?
Why am I louder than you?
Don't worry about it. It's all good. I need a reasonable volume.
All right.
So I can't do the thing where I gotta have like one phone on my ear and the other off of it, because like it's like
Yeah.
if I have both headphones on, it's like I get too into it. I become unaware of like my surroundings.
Oh, that's kind of what I like about having the headphones on, because
Here, let me try putting them on.
I'm also the producer, so it's more important for me to hear everything that's going on.
I can't do this, dude. It kind of freaks me out. I actually
like whenever we were jamming earlier, like I always wear these headphones even if they're not plugged in whenever I'm playing, just for some ear protection. But when I took them off, I could hear a lot better, which sounds kind of
I can't do that shit.
But
Dude, I can't do that shit. You're more into the sound. It's like having sex with a condom. Like, you know what I mean, dude? It's like it's like it's not the fucking same. Like, it's just
I've never thought of it that way.
It's like, no, it's totally like that. Like Ari Shaffir had a really good joke about having sex with a condom, where he said it's like getting a massage with a winter coat. Like it's like, you know, you still get the feeling, but a little skin to skin contact would be a lot better.
Yeah, that's funny.
But I understand, man. You got to protect your ears.
Yeah.
You know, your ears.
I already have hearing damage.
Yeah, dude. And the more damage you get, the more damage your ears get. You can't fix that. Your hair cells can't fucking grow back.
Elon Musk will do something.
Hopefully, bro. Now he's gonna fucking take us to Mars at some point.
Have you heard about this Neuralink thing he's been doing?
No. Is that like the kind of shit where it's like they use all the
they put like a chip in your brain and they can monitor your brain activity? They did it to a pig.
As long as it gives us telepathy at some point. If we get telepathy through that, then I might be down. Like if it gets to the point where you can read someone's thoughts.
So I was talking with Ashton about it, and he said supposedly it's supposed to just really increase like your brain activity. It's supposed to make you think faster.
Not bad. I don't know, man. I already got a lot of crazy shit. I don't know if I want to think. I kind of want to think slower, honestly. Can we have the exact opposite? Can you put the chip inside you and just make you fucking stupid?
No, you fucking roll that up in a doobie and then
puff,
word. Puff. That's how you slow your brain down.
I don't think people want to think faster unless you're like a fucking like nerd. Unless you're like a math. You do math. Or you're a programmer, maybe then, but like if you're just a normal fucking dude, you don't want to think faster.
So my thing is, I just don't want anything implanted into my head. There's a feedback that's really bad that's kind of bothering me. I don't really know
what's causing it.
I don't know.
Am I talking into the wrong?
No, I don't think it's you. I really can't tell what it is. Maybe that's better.
Then they know we're talking about Neuralink, bro.
They do.
Dragon's conversation. I don't know. I definitely agree with you. I wouldn't do it because I don't want a chip in my head that can be monitored. But also, we walk around with a brick in our pocket every day that can be fucking monitored. You know what I mean? They know if you've read the fucking Unabomber manifesto.
But our phone, like, it is attached to us, but it's not.
Yeah, it's like a car. It's like a car. It's an extension of us. But you're very true. It's not inside.
It's not implanted into our skin
yet.
If this thing was a hat, like the thing you implant in your head.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be like as easy as to put on and off as a hat.
True. I think that's what Google was trying to go for with the glasses, but those didn't really catch.
That was like 2011.
Yeah, those didn't really catch. You know, I think
wild.
That I must say that is crazy. That was a while ago. I don't know, man. We'll get there eventually. I think it comes down to practicality. You know, at first cell phones weren't very practical because they were big and they were chunky and not a lot of people had them and they were expensive. But then once they got the Blackberries, they got them small enough, and everybody's getting them. Then it became practical. You know, it's like, and also in consumerism, there's like 3 stages of a product's lifespan. There's the luxury stage, the basic consumer stage, and then
you just got to make it commercially viable.
Yeah. So eventually,
and cheap to make. So
eventually, all that stuff. I won't get a chip in my head unless it gives me telepathy. You know what I mean?
I don't want a chip in my head at all.
What if it lets you read minds, bro?
Then why can't I wear it as a hat?
It lets you be like women. You know what I mean?
No, man. I want it. Like if we're doing this, I want it to be like the monkey in that Futurama episode.
Oh, okay.
With the hat
I got
at
you.
Mars University. That's what I'm wanting.
That would be nice.
What
if it's like an ugly ass hat, like a bowler hat, like that? You know, what if it's like a fucking MAGA hat or something like that?
Nah, I'd probably get a yarmulke.
Word. Maybe yarmulkes do that already, bro.
And then I would debate Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, what if we don't know?
With his regular ass yarmulke.
I saw him at the Brisk. He wasn't even wearing his yarmulke.
Yarmulke.
I can do a really. I'm like
So what was with all that shit that he was saying about WAP?
About the wet ass pussy song, dude. Yeah. I still haven't listened to it. I don't give a shit, bro.
I haven't either. I haven't listened to the song or his rant.
I don't give a shit, man. Like, it still blows my mind that his it doesn't really shock me. It blows my mind that he's got like the third most popular podcast in America.
What?
Yeah, seriously. His
really?
his podcast is super popular. Like, Rogan's number 1. And then like some chick shit's number 2, or maybe it's like a true crime thing is number 2.
It's probably Call Her Daddy.
And then that's a podcast.
Yeah,
that sounds tight.
It's very popular with
that sounds tight.
Those people with 2 X chromosomes.
The women folk. All right.
I don't know.
Word up.
I'm gonna Google this top podcast.
I started listening to this podcast called Horrible Decisions. That's like these 2 chicks that just talk about like just nasty ass sex stuff. That's pretty good. But it's also kind of just fucking horrible. Like, it's because it's just like it's just junk information. Like, it's literally, I gather nothing from it other than they're just like, yeah, my man lets me peg him. Like, they're just talking like they're into pegging. They're into pegging. He's like, I was with this guy. I said I wanted to peg him. He was like, no, that's gay. And I was like, well, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, it's just like,
no, that's gay.
So it's just junk information.
Junk information is. I feel like that form of entertainment is gonna like you get the maximum amount of humor out of that.
Yeah, well, we already get it, man. That's why I listen. That's why I listen to like
Tone.
Yeah, or No Jumper. Like, I've been listening to a lot of No Jumpers, and that is like the biggest waste. No Jumper podcasts are a much bigger waste of time than Come Town. Like, unless he's like interviewing an artist I like, but even then, Adam 22 is just the worst. Is like a fucking horrible interviewer.
What do you not like about his interviewing?
Dude, he's high all the time, and he just doesn't he asks dumbass questions. Like, he interviewed Shoreline Mafia. And their whole deal is like,
they? Okay,
dude, they're fucking lit. Their whole deal is like they sip a lot of lean. And this is like an old interview, but he kept on like asking, he's like, yeah, man, how do I get lean? It's like, how do I get do I gotta go to a doctor? Do I gotta get a prescription?
Walgreens.
Yeah, do I gotta get a prescription? And they keep on dodging it because they obviously don't want to say on the internet for all these people like how to get lean, because then that'd blow their whole shit up. But so they just keep on dodging like, no,
how do you guys buy this illegal drug?
Yeah, and it doesn't help that he's just a fucking white dude. Like, he's just like this white Los Angeles dude or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't hate though, because I keep watching him. Like, I keep watching him, and like, so I guess I do like him. I'm just a hater. I'm being a hater. I guess I'm being a hater.
I've been watching a bunch of just cringe compilations and just like
okay,
like r/TikTok anarchy.
Dude, good.
Just like seeing like the lowest tier of human thinking.
Nothing is funnier than just this fucking TikTok.
Well, like it's
the one where the dude's singing and he crashes his car. Like,
it's interesting because it's so bad and so just not funny that it becomes funny, and it's, I don't know, just cringe humor is really interesting.
Dude, I've been seeing a lot of fucked up videos. My friends keep sending me a lot of like videos of like shit going down in Milwaukee or wherever. Like,
is that where that 17-year-old kid with the machine gun killed those people?
Killed those people after the cops shot that dude like 7 times in the back, and he somehow by some fucking miracle survived. But basically, there's a video. I'll show you this video in a second. I saw a video of a security camera of a dude during the protest shooting himself, and like, he's in front of like a building, and he's standing, and there's this chick next to him on her phone, and he just like looks around and he just shoots himself. And then immediately, like, and there's protests going on over it, and the chick doesn't even notice it at first. She's just on her phone, and then all of a sudden she looks at him and is like, oh fuck, and then runs away. And then cops immediately show up because there's a protest. There's cops, and they heard a gunshot. And so obviously it looks like the cops just shot this guy. So then everybody around is like, yo, you just shot this guy. Like, dude, it's just that's how fucking pandemonium starts.
Dude, we're like racing towards a civil war between like just the people and the police. It's kind of fucking scary.
Bro, do you want to see it?
Sure.
Dude, hang on a second. My man sent me this fucking video. This is like, dude, this is fucking crazy. Just like, All right, hang on, we got Dead Space. I had to download.
Dead
See, look at him right there. Dude, boom, slumps, and look at the chick. It takes her a second to realize what's happening, and then you got cops.
They're all running over there.
And now look at this. Wait,
no, I don't want to watch that anymore. I hate watching people die. Like no sound.
Dude, yeah, no, look at that shit.
I'm
sorry.
That's all good.
I'm sorry, boss.
Dude, honestly, like
I hate to say it, man, I'm desensitized at this point. I've seen so many videos of people dying on.
Okay, well, no, that's the thing. Like everyone says they're desensitized because everyone like grew up playing Call of Duty and watching Scarface and shit. But like, I'm so thankful I've never had to actually see any of that shit in real life.
Yeah, that's true. It's like you can say you can fucking see it on the internet and then like not having problems with it. But if you really saw somebody die in real life, that you wouldn't forget that.
Yeah, man.
You'd fucking remember that shit, and then it would fuck with you. It would make
absolutely.
You, like, it would definitely make you feel bad. Like I feel bad for laughing about this because that's fucked up. What just happened to that is fucking horrible. That's a man dying. That's a man taking his own life. But like fuck, man, it's just out there. It's on camera.
Yeah.
Like it's so fucking strange. And,
I don't know. That also kind of worries me that woman didn't notice that immediately. Like she was so.
Yeah, I know, she was just on her fucking phone.
That's just a testament to just how fucking unaware everyone is of their surroundings when they're on their phone.
Yeah.
We're all like,
yeah, I know, right?
I don't know. It kind of worries me. I feel like everyone's too distracted on about just the wrong shit. Everyone's all riled up about like a bunch of nonsense.
I don't know. We've always been desensitized, man. Ever since the fucking 60s when
I'm not talking about being desensitized. I'm talking about just being distracted.
Being distracted. All right, word. You can be distracted by being desensitized. You can just be on Reddit fucking watching videos of people die all fucking day, or just some bull, or watching like ass and titties, like just like.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, yeah, I don't fucking.
Just gotta
know.
not be a monkey.
You just gotta not be. You gotta not be a fucking. It's gotta not be a fucking. It's a good synonym for just a fucking dumb.
A mook.
Yeah.
Term I've gotten from you. So
Mook's very underrated.
I found this page, says top 100 U.S. podcasts. This is Apple Podcast top charts.
That is the number one place that people listen to them podcasts. So
okay, well, number one is not Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's number 2.
Really? What's number 1?
Nice White Parents.
What the fuck?
Never heard of it.
The fuck is that? It's from New York. It's in New York Times.
Number 3, Crime Junkie.
Yeah, that makes sense. True crime.
The Daily from the New York Times.
Okay.
Number 4.
Makes
number
sense.
5, Billionaire Boys Club, baby.
What's next? What's after that?
So
I'm wrong. I'm wrong about Shapiro being at the top of the charts.
Call Her Daddy, number 7. And then number 8, Morally Indefensible. I like how they started with number 1.
You might as well.
Yeah, Pod Save America, number 9. I've heard of that one.
Keep going.
Number
10.
Number
Okay,
10's
Shapiro,
bench. Okay, he's at
Shapiro,
least in the top 10.
He rounds it out of the 10.
All right, let's okay.
That's still strange. Why would you want to listen to that fucking whiny fuck?
Let's see what
talk
Good
for
Housekeeping
that
says. They're top 40.
long? Good Housekeeping. Okay.
That's the next article after whatever the fuck I just read. Oh, but it doesn't have a list, so we're not gonna read it.
That's Good Housekeeping's fucking number.
Favorite non-pornographic magazine to jerk off to. Good Housekeeping.
Jesus.
That's what he says in Step Brothers, right? I'm not stupid.
I think so.
Okay, yeah, it's something like that. Some fucking white people monthly.
Oh my god, man! I've been listening to too many podcasts though. I've been trying to. I'm trying to. I don't know. I'm trying to read more. I'm reading a Khalil Gibran's The Prophet, which was apparently Elvis's favorite book at the end of his life. Like you can see pictures of his personal copy, and it's got all these like fucking notes he wrote in it.
That's cool.
It's pretty interesting. The book's really good. It's a great just book on basic philosophical virtues. It was written by like a Middle Eastern immigrant fella in the 1920s. And then I read last night. I read Lovecraft's Call of Cthulhu, or Cthulhu, or however you want to pronounce it.
Cthulhu. I don't know. We all know what you mean.
People. I feel like people get Lovecraft all wrong because like the only people that like him are just fucking spurgs that like to fucking play board games and shit like that.
The World of Warcraft universe is like very heavily like
Lovecraft
in a lot of cases like just straight up copied.
Interesting
From them.
The fucked up thing is just like people associate this whole mythos of like weird horror creatures around Lovecraft, and that's all by his contemporaries that tried to write horror stories after him in the style of him. But they really like like the dude was just fucked up and he had nightmares. He had like really severe nightmares.
Really?
And his and he lived.
Did he have like a bad upbringing?
Yeah, his parents both died. He lived in poverty. He was raised by his grandparents, and his grandfather told him like really old gothic stories when he was very young, and he started having nightmares. He's bedridden as a kid, and that's where
Once
he got.
upon a time,
and that's where
everyone died.
Yeah, and that's where he got the idea for all these gothic monsters. And you know, if you and also they're not even really that fucking connected. Like he references characters and other stories. They're connected in the same way that Stephen King's books are connected. Like they're loosely connected, and
I forgot Stephen King's books were connected.
only sorta. It's like he just does that. He just does that as like a fun little thing. Like, and that's what I felt like Lovecraft was doing. But like, you know, Call of Cthulhu is actually a very interesting little novel. It's a little racist because the dude was kind of. I know we were just talking about how he was kind of racist.
Yeah.
But
it was the 1800s.
Not
that excuses it.
I mean, that's how all Englishmen were, and also he literally hated Anglo-Saxons too. He was mad at German and Italian immigrants.
Was he a Catholic?
I guess I don't.
It sounds like it.
And well, actually, no, he was an atheist. He actually really was like, he was okay. Here's the important thing about. I think the important thing to know about Lovecraft is the philosophical implications behind his stories. So, like, Call of Cthulhu is kind of written in the style of, like, H.G. Wells's War of the Worlds or Island of Dr. Moreau, in the sense that it's written in the style of a scientific dissertation.
Okay.
Like, it's supposed to be kind of made to maybe be true, you know? And, like, and the idea is it's an archaeologist finds all of these papers from his dead uncle about these weird cults, and he found this old statue of, the Cthulhu monster, which is, like, a weird monster with a dragon body and an octopus head, and wings, and he's just intrigued. He's intrigued that all these cults are popping up around the world, and they're all doing all this stuff, and all these people are having these nightmares and drawing these the same image, and so he's researching it, and then finally he finds a story. He hears a story about this boat that drove out to the center of the ocean and found this weird island made out of stone that had non-Euclidean physics. Like,
what does that mean?
Like it's basically like it's a dream reality where like up is down and down is up. The physics don't make sense. It's like concave is complex or whatever, and like everything you walk forward and you're actually walking up. You know, kind of like that painting with all the staircases that go everywhere. And that part of the story. It's so great how it starts out as like this real rational. Like he's describing finding all these papers, interviewing people about these cults, and then finally he finds the journal of a sailor, the one sole survivor of this boat, who describes going to this dark stone island with like giant monoliths, and then they find this door because they're stuck, and they try to open this giant fucking door, and they end up accidentally unleashing the Cthulhu. Is a giant green monster octopus dragon who fucking kills all of them except for him. And he gets in the boat, he drives away, and then it fucking gets in the water and swims after him, so he rams the boat into his head. But then he sails away, but he notices that the monster's like regenerating like a starfish.
Oh.
Yeah. And then at the end, the narrator says that the sailor died. And he says, but he wishes to God he had never read this. He wishes that he hadn't discovered this because he knows too much. And the cults are still around. He now knows this ancient evil has been unleashed upon the world. And that's the biggest theme of all of Lovecraft's stories. Forbidden knowledge. The idea that in life, especially in the scientific age, that there's so much just that we just live. We're just fucking peons in the cosmic in the cause of the vast cosmic space.
Yeah, we're just worms.
And there's just some stuff that's just too great for us to grasp. That's just too much for us to grasp. Like I think at the beginning of the story, he says like I feel like the greatest gift of humans is I'm not quoting the specific.
Yeah, you're paraphrasing.
The greatest thing about humans is that we can't understand everything. And that there's some stuff. So like
that's also like our greatest struggle, though.
Yeah, true. And that's what I think that's what Lovecraft did well above anything. And people just don't get that. People think it's all about the monsters, but it's not. It's about it's about the cosmic reality of our understanding. It's about science. Like the philosophy associated with his cosmicism, because that's the other thing. It's about
that's a classic just curiosity kill the cat.
Yeah, exactly, and that's pretty heavy. And that's probably the heaviest part about Lovecraft's style of writing, is thinking. I don't know. I might read more of him, but also like he wrote a lot of. But he also wrote a lot of really racist essays, and there's also a lot of racism even in Call of Cthulhu, because he's talking about like he's describing all these cultists as being like African savages. so like cancel H.P. Lovecraft is what I'm saying. But I think it's worth reading. You can find it online for free. It's short.
Sounds
it's short.
Really interesting.
It's short. It's cool. But I don't fucking know.
I've been reading that book, Beyond Talent. I had to read it for school. Well, I've been having to read it for school.
Miles Beach and Creeding. Okay.
It's just it's for my music business class, which I've really been enjoying that class so far. I can tell I'm gonna learn a lot of useful shit that, frankly, I just didn't get any information on at Northwest.
Here's a good line. Music is a powerful narcotic. It bypasses our thought and language functions and works directly on our nervous system. Studies show that listening to music alters brain chemistry, producing dopamine, the pleasure-producing agent, and serotonin, a neurotransmitter associated with feelings of euphoria and contentment.
Well, yeah, man, it's like getting goosebumps from that guitar solo in Time by Pink Floyd.
That is fucking hard. It is a narcotic.
Oh yeah, definitely. But crazy. A lot of the information in that, it's like, well, so the title is called Beyond Talent, and it's talking about you can. You could be Chops McGee on whatever your instrument is, but you got to know how to talk to people. You got to know how to, like, who to talk to and what questions to ask. So it's just more of that aspect. It's more of like the money making. It's the business side of music.
I like how it's got this list of It's got this list of potential expenses: musicians pay, licensing fees, studio time. Total
this is like for like recording.
$6,570. We're doing all that shit for the cost of a fucking MacBook. Like that's all I'm saying, and some microphones
and some churches.
So maybe like 800. Yeah, I'm about to say some churches chicken like $800. Like fucking Jesus Christ. 2 flavors of opportunity.
Oh yeah, I was reading it at work.
I
don't know. Reading that book at work makes me feel a lot better about working, because like I'm not gonna be here forever.
At work, that's just gonna make your coworkers hate you. They're like, you think you're fucking better than us? Like,
bitch, I know I'm better than you guys.
Reading your book. I'm proud of you for going back to school though, man. Like,
Yeah, now we're talking about it on the podcast, but I really didn't want to like make it a big public thing, because like honestly, man, like
it's just school. Everybody goes to some type of
school.
Well,
yeah, but like that's not my issue with it. I will say I like that it's all online. I like that like it's in Kansas City, so it's not like. I was talking with my sister about this, and she was complaining about it, but to me, I was like, "Ooh, that sounds nice." She was like, "I didn't really have that going away to college experience, because it's in the middle of like a big ass city. It's not like Maryville."
Sure, yeah.
So it was like, she didn't like that, but to the cynical and jaded me, I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds fucking tight."
Word.
But yeah.
Nah, it's all good. It's like
But yeah,
just bang it out, get that piece of paper, and just.
I don't even give a fuck about the paper, man. I'm just chasing for opportunities. I'm trying to like just do something better with my time.
Damn, that's probably the best reason to go to school. That's not why I went to school.
I got well, yeah, like when I first went to school, it was like, yeah, I'm gonna move away from my family and not live with them anymore. Are you fucking kidding me? I hate these crazy ass people. I mean, I don't hate my family. I hated living with them though. I was
just trying to have a good time.
Oh, absolutely, man,
party,
absolutely.
Bro.
I was like, I want the college experience. I don't want to have to check in with my family.
Yeah, I was like, be on your own. You know what I mean? Just having a good time.
I don't know.
I'm glad. That's a much better reason to go. Is what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I kind of wish I had taken my studies more seriously, but at the same time, I'm glad I kind of got all that out of my system.
No, man,
I got some grant money now since my parents split up, so I got less income to claim, so I don't have to like. I think it's gonna be like. Well, I have had to spend about $100 on books, which is pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, I was about to say, especially you can probably get those shits online.
Yeah, but it's not that bad. That my grant money's covering most of it.
That's tight, man. Like that's That's on facts. That's good. And I don't know. I still think college is a scam.
Oh, it definitely is. But
I can't complain because like I'm a hypocrite because I fucking graduated. So like I did that shit. Oh fuck.
I don't know. I can really tell that this program is going to be much more tailored to what I'm trying to do with music than how Northwest was.
Yeah, dude, fuck that shit.
I mean, like, I like Northwest is great if you want to if you want to be a teacher, but
college.
like, I don't know.
yeah, nah, fuck that shit.
I know nothing about music business at all.
Yeah, word. I know, but I feel like it's something easy. You'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, most of it seems to be just common sense, but.
Yeah, man, just like
he's
take risks, reinvest, work hard. You know what I mean?
That's what I got to do.
Network.
My professor's like we had this like self-assessment thing to fill out, and he was like, name like the club owner of like as many of these clubs as you can.
Ooh.
And he listed like just like a shit like it was like 30 different places.
Fuck.
Like from like all over the country. And he's like, yeah, so like I'm going to send you all a corrected version of this, which is going to have all these people's contact information. I was like, okay.
That's tight. We're gonna need that.
Yeah, exactly. That was the first thing I thought.
We gotta try to do like a punk rock tour, fucking sleeping in cars, showering at fucking truck stops. You ever seen Green Room?
No.
Dude, Green Room's like this movie about a punk rock band that's like doing like a low budget tour, and they gotta siphon gas from fucking they gotta steal gas from cars, and then like play at a fucking McDonald's for like $6, and like and they're out of money, so they agree to play a gig at a fucking Nazi camp. Because, you know, Nazis like punk rock.
I'm not.
Dude.
That's where I'm drawing the line.
No. It gets good.
No
so
Nazis,
they
no fascists.
No, dude. So they do the show and they play like they do this one song like saying "fuck Nazis." Like they do this fucking song saying "fuck Nazis," and then they get paid. And then one of the fucking band members witnesses a fucking murder in the green room. And so the Nazis lock him in the green room, and then like a fucking kind of Mexican standoff kind of starts. It's a good movie. It's freaky, man. It's freaky. It's like
that sounds good.
It's real tense, and like Patrick Stewart is the big neo-Nazi leader.
What?
I'm not even. Yeah, dude. I'm not even.
Is he talking in an American accent?
He tries, but like he's still like, I'm still Patrick Stewart. Full speed to the engines, Mr. Worf.
It's funny to hear.
Heil Hitler.
It's funny.
I can't do a fucking Patrick
It's so funny to hear people try to impersonate an American accent.
Yeah, now I'm trying to impersonate Patrick Stewart doing it in American. I can't do that. Jesus Christ.
I was watching fuck, I don't even remember.
Dude, I liked I watched The Shining twice the last couple of weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I watched that. I watched Akira last night. Yeah, you ever seen Akira?
I think so.
Dude, it's one of the best movies ever, man. So it was like it changed up anime. It changed up animation. It along with Blade Runner. It was the first big kind of cyberpunk movie.
Is it a Studio Ghibli movie?
No. But like, if Akira hadn't been made, Studio Ghibli wouldn't have been shit. Because like before Akira, people were making anime kind of cheap. Like they're using a lot of like Flintstones repeating backgrounds, and like when you think about anime like in the 70s and 60s, I think of like Speed Racer, where it's like it was kind of made kind of cheaply. But Akira, they wanted to make every single frame fucking hand drawn. So there's got to be like 100,000 hand drawn cells in that movie, and it's fucking beautiful. There's just so much movement and so much light and just so much like. And it's so vibrant, and the character designs are so fucking cool, and the story is so just it's so extreme, because it's a little bit like Clockwork Orange, because it's like a future
Only
Tokyo.
The first half's good.
The first half is a little you'll probably feel the same way about Akira as you did about the first half, because the first half it's future Tokyo biker gangs. Dude, driving high-speed motorcycles and getting into street fights and taking drugs, they got capsules, and the main character wears this red jacket, has a really cool-looking red motorcycle, and oh my fucking god, and they fight this gang, like going like 150 miles, just fucking hitting each other with pipes, but then one of the fucking guys in the gang accidentally has a fucking run-in with this telepathic, superpowered fucking baby child kind of thing, and then he develops these super powerful telepathic psychokinetic fucking powers, and then he just keeps getting more and more powerful until he poses the threat to fucking destroy the world.
Oh,
it's good. It's so fucking good, and it's got all this commentary about civil unrest, and it takes place in 2019. And low key, it's got cops shooting fucking dudes with tear gas. It's got protests. It's got just
that's just a recurring theme in any sort of
future,
dystopian future. It's just like police just fucking killing people.
I love Akira though, and the nice thing is I've only seen dubbed versions of it. And every dub I've ever watched of it is just fucking horrible. Like, the English actors they don't get it. A lot of the lines don't translate well. And finally, Hulu stepped it up, and there's no DVDs. I can't find a DVD of a sub version. The DVD I have only has the dub. And
Hulu should have subs and dubs.
Yeah, but Hulu stepped it up. They released a fucking subbed version of Akira, and I finally got to watch it with its original Japanese voice acting, and it's phenomenal. It just cranked the movie up. It actually made me appreciate the plot a lot more, and the humor and the subtlety and the characterization of the voices. Like, Akira is that's one of my favorite movies. It's also Kanye West's favorite movie.
Really?
Yeah, and if you watch it, there's you'll see where he gets some of his ideas, the dropout bear and the pink polo. Not even bullshitting you, man. I'm
all right, I gotta watch this movie now.
It's so good, dude. It's so good. It's so good. I can't stress that shit enough. Akira, that's a work of art. But and I'm not even a big anime guy. I watch that. I watch Neon Genesis, and I'm watching Cowboy Bebop right now.
Cowboy Beep Boop.
Bebop's I like that shit too. That gets me so hype. Dude, and then the end when the horns come in, they go ba 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 ba. I love that shit. So I have been getting into a little more anime. I used to really bash on anime for some reason. I don't fucking know why.
I've never been able to really get into any anime.
There's gotta be at least one.
I don't know. I've also not really given it a super fair chance.
Yeah, watch some Studio Ghibli. Watch Grave of the Fireflies.
I do like Studio Ghibli, but just as far as television shows. But
I got you.
I don't know.
I think you'd like Neon Genesis, because that one's got great characters. It's got big robots, and it's got all these grand Judeo-Christian themes. Because it's all kind of about.
I'm all about that Judeo-Christian.
Well, it's not really about it though. It's just more
I know what you mean.
It's got Christian imagery.
Yeah.
And
that stuff's kind of cool.
It is really cool. That's a really Neon Genesis Evangelion. That's a really good show.
I think my problem was I was watching all of the English dubs just comes off as super cheesy.
It is. That's why you gotta watch. That's why you gotta watch it with the subs.
But then you actually have to pay attention.
Cowboy Bebop has a pretty good dub. I go back and forth between watching it with the dubs because I really like the guy that voices Spike in the English dub, but I do usually prefer watching it with subtitles in Japanese.
I don't know anything about that show other than the soundtrack.
It's good, man. It's about space bounty hunters. It's so cool. They fly around in a giant ship. And
how long is it? It's only 50 episodes, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. But they also had a movie.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty good. I watch it every now and again. The characters are I don't think any of the characters are as interesting as Spike as the main character, but it's a lot of it is about running from your past, because
that's pussy shit.
What are you talking about?
You own that shit. You face it and you fucking learn from it.
Not if you're these characters. If you're these characters, that's what led them to be bounty hunters is their poor choices that they made.
Nah.
And it kind of brought them together. So that's
you could still face your problems.
Well, they do. They do kinda in this show. I ain't even finished it yet. I'd watch Akira. I think you'd like Akira. I don't know about no other anime.
I was a little into Bleach when I was in high school.
I don't think I could dedicate. How long is Bleach? Isn't that
Oh no, I didn't follow the story at all.
Isn't that a trillion fucking seasons?
It's one of those ones where it's 500 fucking episodes.
Yeah, Naruto. I feel like I'd like Naruto, but that's got it's got so much. It's got so many episodes.
Yeah.
So goddamn many, and I'd be like, fuck that.
Naruto was the first anime I ever saw, so that's kind of the standard of how I judge all other animes.
Word. I don't know. I could not get into that shit.
I haven't watched it, but
I like it. Just like that's why I'd recommend movies like one of the most emotionally moving movies I've ever seen was Grave of the Fireflies, and that's one of Studio Ghibli's first movies. It's about a kid and his sister, right before the nuclear blast that blows up Hiroshima.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I know, right?
Damn.
That's kind of heavy. But that's a great movie. It's really emotional, and it's very beautiful, and it moves kind of slow, but it's nice. It's very tranquil.
It starts off slow.
Yeah, but then you'll never guess what happens.
Oh God.
No, I've watched that. I still can't get over the fact that now that I've watched The Shining twice this week, which means now I've seen that movie like 4 times, and
that's it.
And I'm still nowhere closer to understanding like
what were you trying to get out of it? Because you said you didn't learn anything new from it when you watched this.
That's the thing.
What were you looking for?
Okay, well, a couple things. One important thing to know is that like Stanley Kubrick is one of the most obsessive filmmakers in history.
Yeah.
Like to him, every shot had to be perfect. Every shot, and even though he never explained what his movies meant and he never intended to, he was very big on visually and just cinematically conveying everything like to his. It wanted it to be his vision.
Oh yeah.
And but the thing was like most people claim that The Shining is the one he kind of gave he gave the less he didn't really give he didn't give a shit about as much as like some of his other movies. And like
why is that?
I think it's I really don't know. I think it's because of the inconsistencies in the plot, but I think that's intentional. I think he intentionally like because like a lot of the stuff.
What are the, like what inconsistencies?
Okay, think about this. At the beginning, they talk about the man who murdered his family, the old caretaker who murdered his family, and they said his name was Charles Grady. Then when he has that sequence in the bar where it's like in the 1920s and he meets the waiter and he says his name is Delbert Grady, and then Jack Nicholson goes, I know you're the caretaker, you chopped up your family with an axe. and then he admits to it. So it's like, and it could just be that was just a mistake, but also but it also could relate to the idea of like the duality in the characters, because at the end of the movie you see that picture on the wall that shows Jack Nicholson in 1921, almost like he's always been at the hotel, or like his spirit has always been at the hotel.
Like he's the caretaker.
Yeah, like because that's also what he says. Is
here's Johnny.
He says, "You are the caretaker, sir. You have always been the caretaker."
Interesting.
So
give me this movie back. I want to rewatch it.
It's just like there's a lot of different. There's a lot, but the point is like I feel like he obviously didn't want one clear interpretation. And the other thing is, are there ghosts in the movie? You know what I mean? Because
is the bar scene not with a ghost?
It is with that no.
Or is it a hallucination?
Exactly, because the dude
he's going fucking crazy the whole time.
And also the dude's a recovering alcoholic. He says he's 5 months sober because he had to quit drinking because he broke his kid's arm. And that's the thing. You know that he's already an abusive parent.
5 months.
You know that he's already an abusive parent. You know that he's already going crazy from isolation and he wants to drink. So yeah, he's gonna hallucinate the fucking bar, but. Also, whenever he gets locked in the food closet, the ghost of Delbert Brady lets him out. So, and also, you know that the kid has telepathic powers because that's how he fucking sees all the shit, and that's how he gets Scatman Carruthers to leave fucking Miami and come all the way out to the hotel to try to save him. So like it's like in one moment there are ghosts, and the next moment there's not, and it's like I don't know. I just haven't gathered anything new. I like it though. I think it's one of the most like unsettling movies ever made.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But it's definitely like, I don't know. There's definitely a lot of inconsistencies in the story, which I think are intentional, but maybe they weren't. Like I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like what we were talking about earlier with like no matter what you make, people are going to draw their own interpretations to it, no matter what you meant.
Yeah, like a lot of people think it's about the moon landing. A lot of people think that movie. Yeah, I'm not even bullshitting you.
How did they get to that conclusion?
Really loose associations. That's how. Like, there's a better argument that it's a metaphor for it's a metaphor for masculine savagery throughout time, because the hotel's built on an Indian burial ground, and Jack Nicholson's an aggressive father, and he doesn't really give a shit about. He throws a tennis ball at all the fucking artifacts. He doesn't give a shit, and just the idea that like he serves as like a metaphor for just aggressors throughout time, like Hitler or Stalin. Which is also very loose. That's very loose assumptions too.
Yeah, I didn't really get that from him.
The moon landing thing.
Yeah. Where are they getting the moon landing from?
Right before the kid goes into room 237, he's wearing an Apollo 11 sweatshirt. He's wearing a sweater that says like Apollo 11 on it. Pretty much that's it. That's like the one connection. But a lot of people genuinely thought that like they faked the moon landing and they had Kubrick make the fucking film.
Okay, so
they thought that The Shining was in a strange way him admitting.
Dude, have you? I don't want to feed into any conspiracies. I do believe we've been to the moon, but like, have you seen?
That's good.
Have you seen the footage of they're hopping around and like driving around in the cart?
Sure, yeah.
Have you seen that footage like sped up?
No.
It just looks like some fucking normal ass dudes in like a go-kart and just like jumping on like a trampoline.
Maybe not. Okay, maybe not all of our moon footage is real. Have you thought about that?
That's kind of where I'm at, because it was during the height of the Cold War. Russia had already beat us to space.
Yeah,
we were like, all right, we're gonna like, oh, you've been into space, we're gonna beat them.
Do you think we hit golf balls? Do you think we hit golf balls on the moon? Because there's footage of that too. There's footage of us hitting golf balls, like astronauts hitting golf balls.
I don't know. That seems sort of that's just too American.
I would not be surprised if all the footage we have is fake, but also like, we've obviously been to the fucking moon.
Yeah, I believe that we have. Maybe the footage is the footage is probably propaganda.
That's probably why they don't want
honestly, yeah, like especially in that era with
the Cold War.
It was definitely propaganda. I was reading this thing on Reddit.
Yeah, that's the one reason we haven't been back.
Yeah, I was reading this thing on Reddit, and it was an Ask Reddit thread. It was like, people who have lived under communism, how is it? And then one dude was saying like, oh, I live here in America now, and like, there's a lot of shit here that's obviously propaganda, but everyone's just like buying into it. And I think that is a real issue. I think people no one thinks twice about shit. Everyone will just like, they just take everything at face value, which isn't always a bad thing, but you gotta look into shit.
I'll tell you what's propaganda, bro. The Joker movie. Don't you think it's strange that character is everybody wants you to love that character? Like, Jack Nicholson got nominated for an Oscar for playing in the 80s. Heath Ledger won an Oscar for being him in 2008. Joaquin Phoenix, and also right after that movie came out, our shit started blowing up. Man. And I'm not saying it was because, like, obviously it was because of fucking like police killing people.
Yeah,
but like we had just got done watching. We got that scene in the end where like people are losing their shit. And fucking White Room is playing. I don't know, man. Like that's all I'm saying. I feel like that's a little propaganda. I feel like they want us to abandon our moral values. Just be crazy. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like they kind of just want us to be crazy.
I think it's just, I think if that is the message, it's just the elites and they're trying to control the inevitable riot that's going to happen.
Yeah, maybe. I could say that. Maybe that's why they want us to watch the Purge movies too.
I like to believe that we really are headed towards like a revolution. It's probably going to be really fucking bloody, like a civil war, which isn't good.
Oof.
But
probably start in the prisons, bro. It should start in the prisons.
I don't know. Well, the law doesn't mean shit if no one enforces it. I'm not going to advocate for killing anyone, but like if you have no one to enforce the law, there is no law and there is no society.
Ooh, you hear that, folks? We are no longer living in a society.
George Costanza is wrong.
We are no longer like
RIP society 0 to 2020.
No more society. God damn.
1776 to 2020. RIP
2001 to 2020.
2000
9/11.
Nah, yeah, it pretty much started ending after that. Dude, no one fucking talks about how fucked up the Patriot Act is anymore, and like that really was like the beginning of like the modern military-industrial complex.
Yeah, no, it kicked it into TSA.
Like just
it gave us the
TSA security and the police state. Fuck the fucking TSA.
You get the TSA. You got the fucking cops with tanks.
I can't bring my fucking Gatorade bottle onto the plane because I gotta pay $7 fucking once I get past you to buy one.
Lotion. They should just let us. They should go back to just letting us smoke on planes, dude. They should put the ashtrays back in there. I'm not
Might as well. Like
I'm not even bullshitting. They did fine whatever they're fucking like. You could smoke in planes all the way up until the 70s, and like I didn't hear nobody talk about planes crashing because of fucking smoke. It's probably not safe for babies, but like
always with the babies.
What the fuck? Nobody likes babies on planes anyway, so like.
I would rather have a baby on a plane than a smoker on a plane.
Dude, it's an airtight. It's an airtight.
I don't care
cabin.
if someone smokes weed on the plane. If you're smoking a cigarette, though, I'm throwing you out the fucking airlock.
I heard a lot of I'll hear like a lot of stories on like podcasts of people talking about like hitting vapes in the bathroom on planes. People do it like all the fucking time.
That's so dumb.
But you can get away with it. Like people get away with it. Like all there's a little fan in there.
I don't know. To me, it's just not worth the risk.
And then like you do it, you're already on the plane, so they're gonna land anyways.
I was thinking about that. There's not really anything
there's
they
nothing.
can do.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna fucking do?
But at the same time, fuck you if you're doing that.
But also they'll stop the plane for doing other things. Like Louis C.K. had that joke where he said like, "This is how great planes are. You can just sit there and just say, mop, mop." And if you just do that enough, they will land the plane. If you just give no explanation and just say something weird, they will land the plane.
Well, the thing with vapes though is the concern isn't the smoke; it's the battery.
Very true.
Especially that high up in the air. That shit
blow
like if you have a fucking Juul, which you're a fucking douchebag dom if you have one. But when you have like the big tank. Like if that shit blows up, like that can seriously like damage or something or someone.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like big fucking tanks.
You're right. I feel like people sleep on also how common people get away with. I feel like a lot of people get away with guns on planes and people just don't know about it.
I don't care about that as much because like as long as there's an air marshal on board.
Word with the fucking rubber bullets or whatever.
I don't know.
Nah, the air marshal they teach those guys jiu-jitsu so they can just like take a motherfucker down, put him to sleep. You know what I mean? I like how Mark Wahlberg like said. I like how Mark Wahlberg. I don't know about you. If I was on that plane in 9/11, I would have done something about it. I would have fucking taken. It's like, dude, fuck you.
That plane was full of like
Mark Wahlberg, and also they did. They fucking.
You want to talk about those fucking planes? How they were all like. At like 1/3 capacity, filled with like fucking like military generals and FBI dogs and like dude. Just.
But I
don't want to talk about 9/11 right now. We're gonna do a special 9/11 episode. I just realized in a couple weeks we're gonna have to.
Is it gonna be on a Sunday?
Well, that's.
We're gonna do it. But just the fact that Mark Wahlberg like just said that.
9/11.
If I was on that plane, if I was on the 9/11, I would have fucking done so. I would have stopped those terrorists.
9/11's on a Friday.
God,
so we can either go in the we can either do this.
We're gonna have a Sunday the 13th special. We're gonna like.
All right, yeah, I'm down with that.
Well, I don't like. I personally already think about 9/11 every morning.
I do as well.
At 9/11 because I'm a fucking American. Because I'm a fucking American, right? Okay. So I was talking to my brother Billy.
You know, if you don't pause for a moment at 9:11 a.m. and p.m.
Yeah, you were not patriotic.
Yeah, man, you're a fucking commie.
Dude, you get put on a list. Like Mark Wahlberg is gonna come to your door and fucking kick your ass. He's gonna break he's gonna break a bottle across your face and blind you.
And then he's gonna leave a bunch of high-V coupons.
That's also one fact. Mark Wahlberg fucking blinded someone with a bottle. He blinded an Asian dude.
Marky Mark.
Yeah, dude.
I remember there was one episode we talked about Marky Mark's convictions and how he called a group of kids the N-word. Like back in the 90s.
Let me tell you kids, you're nothing but a bunch of. No, I can't.
There will be a bongo hit there that will make it sound funny.
Listen here, all you kids. I'm in a band called the Funky Bunch, and my brother Marky, he makes burgers, and we were in a movie together called Four Brothers. Okay.
Dude, talk about being fucking typecast to play the same role every fucking
Well, he
time
did
in
it
your
to
goddamn
himself.
life.
He did it to his fucking self. He just wants to play the goddamn like.
He just wants to be the angry, misunderstood cop.
A Marine.
Yeah.
The two best Mark Wahlberg movies, man, Boogie Nights, because
What about the other guys?
Other Guys is fucking awesome, dude.
It's a classic Wahlberg movie.
That is fucking great because he doesn't have to play, but he does just play him. He does just play like the same fucking character. Like
there's a lot of actors that do that.
Even if he's the nice thing about Other Guys, he's aware. But the best two movies as far as acting performances for Wahlberg, well, actually, I'll go three. I'll go Boogie Nights because that's unlike anything else he's ever done. He plays a porn star. He plays a young porn star, and he regrets doing that one. Like you hear today,
like how he regrets all the Funky Bunch shit.
Seriously, man, like he talks about, he's like, I shouldn't have done that movie because it goes against God. That movie
goes against God.
It goes against God. I'm serious. No, I did Four Brothers. And Four Brothers, that movie is all about. It's like no, but and then
Catholics.
The Departed, because he plays the same character, he does it, but he does it perfectly because he had good direction from Scorsese. And then Pain and Gain, because that just takes his stereotypical character just to the fucking max, because that's Michael Bay. Like, so and also Departed, Pain and Gain, Other Guys, Boogie Nights. Everything else is just, if I was on that 9/11 plane, this is what I would have done.
In that particular situation,
I don't know about
the
you.
The outcome would have been much different.
Maybe if it weren't just a bunch of fucking New York pussies on that plane. Maybe somebody from Jersey. Like I can't.
I like how everyone up in like that corner of the country all acts like they're so different, but like
dude, no, it's like it's the same fucking just pizza crimping, spaghetti munching bunch of fucking Dago guineas. Yeah.
I'm just talking about like fucking New York, New Jersey, Boston.
Dude, you should also watch fucking
Baltimore.
I was about to say, man, at the end of the day, we're all just gonna it's people just need to find some universal humanity. Everybody in this country needs to go watch Do the Right Thing. They need to watch that fucking scene where just every character just starts throwing racial slurs at fucking everybody. It was like Spike Lee is just standing there like shitting on Italians. He's just like, you fucking Perry Como, Frank Sinatra, greaseball, mook, dago, wop, like fucking like it's just like people need to fucking watch that movie and just quit being pussies. Like every white person who fucking watches Do the Right Thing is just like, they're just fucking appalled in the end. Like it's just like,
I haven't seen that.
You'd probably like that one too. I think that's Spike Lee's best movie.
I feel like an idiot because like we've been talking about movies for like half of this and I haven't seen like any of them.
You're fine. Have you seen fucking, what movies have we even talked about?
We talked about The Shining. You were talking about Akira.
Okay, how have I forgotten all this? Akira.
We were just talking about
Boogie
the other guys.
Boogie Nights, Boogie Nights, Wahlberg movies.
I want to talk about actors who play the same character in every role. And the first few that pop into my head is McConaughey.
I hate to say it, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
What?
Name two movies where McConaughey plays the same character.
His like appearance in King of the Hill, and then also in Wolf of Wall Street, he's just kind of the same guy.
Okay, he's a bit character in Wolf of Wall Street.
And then in kind of but like it fits perfectly with the arc because like he's always like the super cocky, handsome douchebag.
Let me tell you something, cuz all right. I'm from Texas. I can't do a McConaughey. All right.
Him and Christopher Walken.
He has that really creepy line in Dazed and Confused. He goes, "Gotta love them high school girls. I keep getting older.
They stay the same age. Yes, they do. Yes, they do."
I'll give you a couple movies where McConaughey, Dallas Buyers Club. He plays a pretty nuanced character in that because he is a cocky Texan, but he has AIDS. So like.
Yeah, but he's still McConaughey.
Actually, yeah, kind of. I don't fucking know.
That's how Christopher Walken is too.
Yeah, yeah.
Which like okay, so like I'm not saying it's a bad thing, so because like Christopher Walken, Sam Jackson, like
Samuel L. Jackson, I'll give you that. Other than Star Wars, I
not
guess.
That they're no, he's still the Sam Jackson of all the Jedi. He's the only one with the purple lightsaber. He's like, nah, we gotta fucking kill Palpatine. He's up to no good. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you fucking idiot, Anakin? You just pissed off because he wouldn't let you on the fucking council.
Giving a lady a foot massage and eating a bitch out are two very different things. It's not the same ballpark. It's not
even the same fucking sport.
Also, the best for me, the best fucking line that Samuel L. Jackson has ever had in a movie was True Romance, because like he's only in one scene in True Romance, but he has like the greatest fucking line ever, because like it's a group of dudes all talking around. They're about to make a coke deal, and Gary Oldman's there. And Gary Oldman's the one selling the coke, and like one dude in the room is like, "How can you eat pussy?" He's like, "How can you eat pussy? I can't even imagine eating pussy." He's like, "Yo, Sam, do you eat pussy?" And then Samuel L. Jackson says, "Hell yeah, I eat pussy. I eat the pussy. I eat the butt. I eat everything." And then he gets shot, right then and there. Gary Oldman shoots every guy in the room.
Oh.
I feel like we've talked about that scene on here before too. I love that scene.
Maybe. I don't know.
I love that. That's like one of the best scenes in any movie ever. Just Samuel L. Jackson just going, "I eat the pussy, I eat the butt." Like, it's so fucking good.
Who are some other actors that always do the same thing?
I feel like well, so first off, Sly Stallone.
Oh,
Sylvester Stallone. That's because he knocked it out of the park early on, because he was in Rocky and then he did First Blood.
Did he do a porno?
He did. That was the first job he ever fucking did. He's in the softcore porn. You want to see it?
It was the Italian. I don't want to see it.
It's not that good.
I still don't want to see it.
It's like softcore.
I know.
But
I guess we're going that route. Schwarzenegger as well.
Yeah, definitely. And all those 80s.
Vin Diesel.
All those 80s dudes. Vin Diesel. All he has to do is just do fucking Fast and the Furious, bro. That's all he has to do. You have any brew in the house as long as it's a Corona.
He did the pacifier.
He was totally the same fucking thing.
No, yeah, he's just like that guy. Character, but now he's in a kid's movie, so
he's got Xander Cage. Yeah, like he's literally just like the same fucking.
He gets in touch with his emotional
high
side.
Testosterone, like So yeah, all
he has
those
a soft
all those
spot
dudes,
for kids.
All those dudes,
such a
just
family happy movie.
The '80s tough guys, those all fall. But if you really want to get a little more complicated, I'd vote Elijah Wood. Actually, no. Fuck Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood.
He was in that FX show.
Elijah, yeah.
What was it, Doug?
Wilbur.
Or yeah, Wilbur, not Doug.
But he usually always plays like a depressed weirdo.
Yeah.
And
that's how Michael Cera's kind of the same way.
Sarah and Jesse Eisenberg, they always play as just like autistic dudes.
I don't like Jesse. I feel like Jesse Eisenberg is just like a douchier Michael Cera.
He's a less Canadian Michael Cera.
Yeah, I was about to say it's because Michael Cera's from Canada.
I'd much rather watch Michael Cera. There's this really weird kind of experimental movie called Entertainment that Michael Cera's in. He only plays a bit part, but it's like what the fuck happens in it? It's like this. I'll show you the clip. There's like this really weird scene with him and the main character in a bathroom. That's just like, it's like low key like some of the best acting I've ever seen from him, but it's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He just always ends up playing the awkward.
Yeah. Word. He's gotten himself typecast. That just happens, man. Like it happened to the guy that played as Norman Bates in Psycho. It's a story as old as time. Like you play a part so good that people can't see you as anything else.
It's true.
Like, it just happens. You get typecast. It happens to writers, too. It happens to directors. Like I think Stephen King talked about he was afraid to
write anything that wasn't like a thriller or a horror.
Yeah, he was afraid to write, like, his third book. He ended up making 3 horror books in a row, and then he just realized he'd gotten typecast, and he just accepted it. And it's in, when you think about, like, he's got some books that aren't horror. It's kind of strange. The dude wrote The Shawshank Redemption. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not really a horror story. That's a fucking just, you know.
That's great though.
It's a human life story.
Great
it's one of the best fucking movies ever made. And the book's basically the same shit.
Yeah.
It's basically the exact same thing. He wrote. I
think I have read that book actually.
It's a short story. It was in one of his short story collections. He wrote. You ever seen Stand By Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote that too.
Yeah, I know.
And
dude, that like. Talk about a fucking classic coming of age movie.
That's a fucking great, that's a phenomenal movie.
That's just like my staple standard of like any coming of age story.
Yeah, man, it's some fucking kids that don't know what they're doing. They're gonna go see a dead body.
Just because like smoke after dinner,
supper
or whatever.
It's because that
morbid fucking 13-year-old kids smoking cigarettes.
That morbid curiosity, man. It's like that's what you did in the 50s for fun. You go fucking try to find a dead body.
And then that fucking like 18-year-old dude who never left his hometown after he graduated was like chasing him with a knife.
Yep, word. Maybe Kiefer Sutherland. I think he always kind of plays like the tough guy bully.
Who's Kiefer?
Well, actually, no, that's not true. Because then he plays the secret agent in that shit. I don't know.
Oh, that guy.
I still feel like Mark Wahlberg takes the cake on fucking typecast because he's just always He's always like, "What'd you say to me? What'd you say about what are you saying about Jersey?" Jesus.
It's kind of how I feel about George Clooney as well.
He just always plays as like the smooth operator.
Yeah.
He always plays like the guy, like he's he did Ocean's 11, and like that's pretty much just been his character. It's
Yeah,
just, like,
exactly.
He's always been the guy. He's always in control. Like,
but we're fucking throwing Oscars at him for no reason.
Michael Clayton's also really good. He basically plays that same character in that movie, just as a guy who's on top of everything. But he does it really good in that one.
I really don't like that Tarantino movie that he's in.
Which one? George Clooney was in a Tarantino. Oh yeah, he was in Inglourious Bastards.
No, not that. It was a different one. Tarantino, he didn't direct it, but I think he wrote it, and he also stars in it.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Robert Rodriguez movie. The one about the vampire strip club.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tarantino is in that movie. I think that was George Clooney's.
It's such a stupid movie.
I think that was actually George Clooney's first movie. The writing's kind of dumb. Special effects are good.
Yeah, like it's got some neat elements here and there, but like it's just like motorcycles and boobs and guns.
Word. You know,
rock and roll.
You know, Tarantino also, like, another Robert Rodriguez movie, Sin City. Tarantino directed one scene in that movie, which I think is kind of interesting. Yeah.
Isn't he the guy who made Spy Kids?
Maybe. Fuck. I don't know. That's a good one. Did Robert Rodriguez? I could see him doing some shit like that. Robert Rodriguez make that fucking Spy Kids.
Oh no! Dead air. Oh no!
I love how everybody quotes that line from Spy Kids 2 that Buscemi says.
He did direct the Spy Kids movie.
That's funny as fuck. That's why you have the line Buscemi says is like, "Do you think God stays in heaven because he's afraid of what he's created?"
I forgot about. Oh, dude.
I think it's great that people like quote that all the time. It's like when I say that, people know what I'm talking about. It's just
Buscemi was in that. That's
just a really off-putting line, like a really deep philosophical line in the middle of this fucking stupid ass.
I kind of like that one more than the first one. As far as I remember,
I couldn't tell you. Man, I watched this shit when I was a kid.
The third one, it was just like the 3D gimmick, but it was the blue and red glasses. So like you got a fucking headache like 10 minutes into the movie.
Word, dude. 3D, dude. Fuck 3D movies.
I don't get why they had the blue and red glasses, and then like a year and a half later they had like the shades. It's like, why was this not the beginning?
I'm so because they look cooler. I'm so glad we're done with that shit. I'm so glad people don't fucking seek out 3D movies as much as they used to. It's not as much big of a gimmick as it used to be.
Back to last week's episode, we were so focused on whether or not we didn't think if we should.
Word, dude.
Dude, editing that promo made me realize how beautiful Jeff Goldblum is.
Yes.
Young Goldblum.
Yes. I was you can see me in The Fly? What do you mean you've never seen me? Have you never seen Jurassic Park? The kids these days have not seen Jurassic. This is Jeff Goldblum at a bar trying to pick up like 18-year-old girls.
Oh, I'm trying to. I mean, he's still handsome. He just looks old now.
No, you see, I use Rogaine. It's not gray hair. It's merely.
He's got like white hair.
They call me the White Fox. Yes.
Change your apartment. Change the world.
I'm actually Croatian, so are you gonna let me eat your pussy? Yes. I'm very good at sex. You might not know this. I'm very good at like. I don't even think that's a good Jeff Goldblum impression.
That's pretty solid.
It's a lot of us. He's such a fucking thespian. He's just one of those guys who's just always on. I feel like he just wears scarves in the summer. You know what I mean?
I was watching some video because I was looking for footage of him, and it was like an interview of him like from a few years ago, and it was like the most top Googled questions about Jeff Goldblum, and like one of them was does Jeff Goldblum have a stutter? And he's like, I wouldn't call it a stutter. I kind of have like a kerfluffle sometimes.
What the fuck is he that?
Or like some shit like that.
Thespian.
I don't know. He was wearing a scarf in the interview though.
Thespian. I'm not. I've been accused of being a thespian. Yes.
Raping thespians while they screaming, "Let's just be friends!"
I'm waiting for him to get fucking Me Too'd.
Goldblum.
I want Goldblum to get Me Too'd. I like the guy, but like
Jeff Goldblum is too handsome for anyone to have non-consensual sex with him.
That's what they said. That's what they said about fucking
Kevin Spacey.
They said about Dustin Hoffman. If it happened to him.
No, rape isn't cool no matter who you are.
Yeah, man. Odds.
Let me be clear. No rape.
Myself, Michelle, Malia. We don't rape. We don't rape in this country. We do not rape. God bless the United States of America.
That's pretty good.
You mean the Chaos Emeralds? I assume you're talking about the Chaos Emeralds.
Gotta have them wings. Pussy too.
God damn it. This is the fucking worst podcast ever.
Yeah. We've been going for about an hour. I'm kind of ready
myself, Sasha, Malia. We've listened to this podcast. And let me be clear. They can't stop talking about rape. They say that Jeff Goldblum has sex with minors. Okay, I'm done. We gotta fucking stop this.
Okay.
We're done.
We're putting music out soon, so look out for that.
Yeah, down
By
the pipe.
Soon, I mean I have no idea.
Down the pipe is unassociated with anything we've been talking about. Jesus Christ.
No, man, this is how we're gonna get people to listen.
Right.
This is how we're gonna engage our audience.
I'm done.
All right, he's done. I'm done as well.